Let's talk about money! The amount that you get paid as a beauty therapist really depends on your age, it depends on your experience, if you've done any further training, and it also depends on where you live. I'm just going to tell you how much I was paid and how much I earn now. I personally live in London, in East London, so the majority of salons I've worked at are in East London. So the first ever salon I worked at, it was my first ever job. I was just a receptionist at this salon. I was paid £20 for the whole day. So from 9:30 till 6 o'clock I was paid £20, and I was just a Saturday girl. It might sound like a very small amount of money, but I was looking for some form of experience, and to be honest, it was a very easy job. It was very laid back. At some point I got bored with just being a receptionist, so I did one-day courses in manicure, pedicure and waxing, so I started to do customers, but my pay didn't change, it still stayed the same. Then I went off to uni, I studied psychology, I couldn't find a job, and that's when I decided to become a beauty therapist. So I went to a beauty college and studied level 2 first. During my level 2, about 3 months in, I found a job in a spa. I personally don't think it's hard to find a job in a salon. I feel like big companies, especially spas that have like loads of different branches, like big spas, they are willing to take you on even if you don't have any experience. I didn't even have my level 2 qualification yet, but they still hired me. The branch that I worked at in particular was in Kensington. I was paid £8.67 an hour. However, I met a girl that was working in a different branch somewhere in Old Street, and she was getting paid £11 an hour. And when I heard this, I was not happy. As I said, it depends on what area of London you're working at. So yeah, I was getting paid £8.67. I would get commission on products if I reach my target. Then I worked at a beauty clinic in East London, and I was offered £8.50 just for the probation period. It was just for the first 3 months. After I passed the probation period, it was £9 an hour. So that was higher than what I was earning at the spa. The only thing I got commission on at this beauty salon was courses. So if I sell a course of massage treatments, for example, I would get, I don't remember the percentage again, but I would get commission from that course, and there was no target. So even if I sold one course that month, I would still get commission. Whereas the spa that I was at before, you don't get commission unless you reach your target. So even if you sold so many products but you didn't reach your target, you would lose all of that. Then I'm gonna mention this just so you know how much people get offered. I decided to leave the salon, but I was offered the management role, and she offered me 24k. I personally turned this offer down for my own reasons that I'm not going to get into. And then I worked in a salon where I was paid £8 an hour, so this is less than the first ever spa I worked at, and I wasn't even qualified at the spa. I was still studying level 2. But yeah, it was £8 an hour. I still accepted it because with this salon you get 5% commission on the treatments that you do. I liked the sound of that, so I accepted the job. The next salon, I was only there for 2 days and I quit. This salon, I didn't even get paid for those 2 days, which isn't very nice. They offered me £10 an hour, so that is the highest that I was offered an hour. I forgot to tell you what areas. The one that was £8 an hour with 5% commission on treatments, that was another area of East London, that was in Stratford. And then the one that was £10 an hour, that one was somewhere in Great Portland Street or something. So that was closer to central London. And then I worked at a spa, another area of East London. This spa I was paid £8 an hour, so again its pay's gone down just because of the area. Even though it's East London, it depends on what area you're at. £8 an hour, commission on products. Commission percentage I could tell you, but I found it very confusing. So we would have a target. You need to get 12% and then you get 5% of what you sold. Something like that. I worked at this salon for just over a year, and then just in April the pay went up to £9 an hour, so that's good that it went up to £9. And now I'm at a salon again in East London, different part. I get paid £9 an hour, and I get commission on products, commission on courses, and commission on the treatments that I do. But yeah, that is how much a beauty therapist that works in London. That's how much we get paid. It might not sound like a lot of money, especially if you're someone who's aiming high, you know, for like 30, 40k a year. If you own your own salon, then of course if you rent out a room and you have loads of customers, then yeah, it is possible to earn more money. But this is just the amount that I earn. I personally am living comfortably. I mean, I do live with my parents, but I still contribute to bills. I don't hold back on paying for stuff. Like if I want something pretty for myself, then I will go ahead and buy it. I've worked with so many beauty therapists who have so much more responsibilities. They live on their own, they have children, single mums, or girls who have to support their parents because their parents are relying on them because they can't work themselves. I've worked with loads of different people and they live comfortably. If you do live in other areas of London and you don't mind sharing your income, or other areas of the world, if you live in other countries, you don't mind sharing your income, then you can comment them down below if you don't mind, because I know that some people who are watching this video are curious and want to know if they want to get into that industry or not, depending on the pay. You can always check job websites, so Indeed.com is where I always apply for jobs. It says there how much people are offering to pay you, so you can have a look there as well and have an idea depending on where you live. If you liked the video, as always, give it a thumbs up for me, subscribe if you like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.